Hey boo, so in today's video, I am sharing with you all of my secrets on how to not only get a flawless under eye, but make it last all day. Especially with women like you. There are three key components to crease proof makeup. Of course, the actual concealer that you use. If the concealer that you use is trash, like you can give it up. Like it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because the concealer don't work. Hello. The second thing is, of course, prep. How you prep the skin. And the third thing, this is almost as important as the product, is the technique. So I wanted to go through with you today what to do because I'm so sick of seeing this. Like, baby, do not use this, okay? I am a licensed esthetician, and it's no shade to Scott Burns, the person who is responsible for the J-Lo glow. He's absolutely so sexy. Like, this man is like, oh my God, he's so tea. His body is that of a god, and of course, he can do some makeup, but boo, listen. He works with lots of artists with bright lights. Like, I'm telling you, don't use it because you may use this a little bit too often. It was not formulated for underneath your eye. It tugs a little bit on the skin, right? Put some right here just so that, you know, it could be even. And like I said, it's not formulated for underneath your eye. So if something goes wrong, like, that's your bad. You feel me? And it's 2025. You don't have to use a product that was formulated for dry skin, burns, and all of that underneath your eye. Like, they have stuff, you know what I mean? If you were Scott Burns or J-Lo and, you know, this was used on you for a performance one night, something like that, that's different, you know what I mean? Like, you may be putting this on every single day, which can possibly cause milia underneath your eye, because on your entire body there are different skins, okay? Like your hide, that's your thickest skin. Underneath your eye, that's a thin skin. In the crease of your nose, that's another type of skin. Your temples is another type of skin. The corner of your mouth is another type of skin. Your forehead isn't really another type of skin, but the pain level that you feel on the forehead, because it's right against the bone, is a different pain level that you will feel on the cheeks because this has a lot of cushion. So when you're using products, you have to be mindful that there are different skins and it's going to react differently to different things. Me personally, I have used Aquaphor all on my face. If you know me, you know I have problematic skin. I struggled with my skin for many years and I couldn't figure out what was going on, and it led me to create the Clear Skin Kit, which is an all-natural, vegan, and organic 4-step system designed to take the guesswork out of what to use and when to use it. But you know, sometimes I am just impatient and I go in too aggressive, too hard with the acids or this or that, and I damage my skin barrier. That happened to me just recently, and I had to go in with the Aquaphor. I went in with lots of aloe and lots of Aquaphor to help heal my skin up, but I avoided the under eye area because, like I said, it's a different skin, it's very thin, and it is prone to get milia if you use a product that is too viscous, too heavy, and too thick underneath the eye. And although milia can be cured, it takes a hell of a long time to get rid of it. It's not cute, it's ugly, it's unsightly, it's going to get on your nerves, and you can avoid that problem. So today I have 2 solutions for you, boo, and I want you to stay to the end because I got to show you something. If you already got the Aquaphor and you love it and you want to use it, I would say use it sparingly. I don't want you to use it at all, but if you're going to use it, take it on the back of your hand and warm the product up. Don't go straight in with the stick swiping like that, because like I showed you, it'll cause a tug on the face. So put it on the back of the hand, warm it up, and then go in and put it on that way, or dot and then blend it that way. But swiping, you're going to cause wrinkles and you could get heavy-handed with the product, a lot of things. So just try not to do it. If you never did use it like me and you was always just like, I don't know about that, I got something for you, babe. It's much better for your under eye. It was formulated for the under eye. It's skincare, makeup prep, if that is what you choose, and that is this wonderful product right here that you can get off of Amazon. It's called Be Naturals Peeper Keeper. It's all natural and it's actually skincare. I take retinols and stuff underneath my eyes, and that can make them very dry and very itchy, and I use this to alleviate that dry, itchy under eye from my skincare. I typically use this as skincare, but it can be used under makeup. And it's the same type of consistency as the Aquaphor, only it's lighter and it's thinner. And like I said, it's formulated for underneath your under eye. And the Scott Barnes thing, I want to say two things real quick, and then I'm going to get off the soapbox, okay? I think that he was just sharing, right? I think he was just like showing people what he do. But for people like me, the content creators, they took that and they ran with it because what? Aqua Bomb for your makeup? What? Like, it's great to click. It's great for views and all that stuff like that. Those people are not necessarily concerned with what's best for you and your skin and your under eye. They certainly are not licensed estheticians like me. And in today's age, you just have to be careful. Like, I keep talking to you about this. Like, even licensed estheticians. I shared with you a man who was a licensed esthetician, and he was just like a showboater. He had a light show going on and 3-4 steamers on you while he giving you a facial. Baby, I'm sure that if you got that man facial, you couldn't even breathe. Like, it looked like a circus. You know what I mean? It wasn't a calming, soothing environment like you would feel like a facial is. He was doing everything that he was doing for the gram. And you have to just be mindful when you take things in like that. Like I said, no shade to Scott Barnes. I think that he's an amazing makeup artist. I think he was just sharing and he meant no harm. But the internet took it and ran with it because views, clicks, oh, what? This is a hot new thing, trending, like, you know. So be very careful when you see different things. And the premise of him sharing that tip, it wasn't necessarily about the product Aquaphor. Like, that wasn't what he was doing. It's the same premise that I shared with you before a very long time ago in an old video where I showed you how I prep my skin with a little thin layer of Vaseline first to help it to stay pliable and movable so that throughout the day you can just pat out any problems. Because once you put the makeup on and the powders and the setting spray, it's locked. Like, and if you try to move it in any way, you're going to cause a gap. It's gonna pill up. It's gonna come off. You're gonna rub it off. But when he puts down the Aquaphor first, that balmy type of texture, it allows him to continue to work with the product even after it has been on the skin for a long amount of time. So that's why I recommend the Be Naturals, because it's the same thing. It's like the Aquaphor. It's like the Vaseline. It's going to allow the makeup to remain movable and pliable throughout the day so that when it creases, because it's going to crease, right, you can play with it and move it and manipulate it and fix it. So I'm going to show you how to use this and what I use it with. And also for concealers, you have to make sure that you use the right concealer. So I'm showing you this one. This is the Gucci concealer. I never use this underneath my eye because, as you can see, it's my skin tone. And I highlight underneath my eye. But you need to, like, read what the claims are for the concealer. This claims to be long wear. It claims to be crease proof and things like that. So that's the first thing. Make sure that you have, you know, your great concealer that claims to be high performing. But the one we're using today is the infamous Hourglass, baby, because this one right here, when I tell you that when I use this with the way I'm about to show you how to do your under eye, when I say the under eye did not budge, I looked and I was like, nothing? Nothing? What? The Hourglass. The Hourglass, babe. Okay, you know what? I've just been going on and on and on. let's go ahead. Let's get to it. So as you can see, I did my brows, I did my skincare, I did my primer, saving the eyes for last. I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown eye base, which I absolutely adore. This is so hydrating and straight up soothing for beneath the under eye. Is nourishing and it lightens dark spots over time. So yes, boo, like the Bobbi Brown face base products I will always reach for. They are just so good. They smell good. They work well. They are makeup staples for me. So get that on there really nice. I usually would go a little bit on my lids too, but you know, I did the brows already, so it's a little bit of, I guess I can go on it a little bit. This will help like keep the eyes like not dry, okay? Because this skin, like I said, is thin and your under eyes will get dry. Then next, go in with the beeper, the peeper keeper, and I just pat a little bit like that on. I'm using a little more than I use like at night when I'm doing my skincare. And this is for people who, like I said, if you're gonna, this is for people who like need a longevity of the makeup. Like you finna be gone all day, out all day. Like if the makeup mess up, you need to be able to fix it and keep going. Like for me and you, we really don't need to use this technique. Like by the time our makeup start messing up, we gonna be home. The day gonna be over. We gonna be ready to take this stuff off of our face. Like you have to understand, this man is like, this lady is on stage sweating. She's coming back. Half of it's melting off. He needs to work with it. It's just a different life, babe. You don't really need this. But if you insist, let me use something that's meant for underneath your eyes. This is what I use. Actually, this is the product that I swear by. I've shown you this before. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. When I put this on underneath my eye in shade 4.5, like it works so good to help the makeup like stay movable, and I can like fix it, and it just works really really well. It's like glowy and sticky, and you know, it works as a really good base for your underneath any makeup, any of it. And again, safe for all over the face. And we're just gonna buff this out. I'm gonna save the under eye for last. That's another tip. Save the under eye for last. Like, don't worry about blending out your under eye concealer right away. Let it sit there for a minute. That's also gonna help it like be really stuck to your skin and give you more of a full coverage. Like people underestimate allowing the product to just sit on the skin for a little while and your body heat to warm up the product, and the product to just like begin to melt into the skin and become one with the skin. Like that's like really important too. It's not all about like all of these products and use this and use that. Sometimes it's straight up strictly technique. Okay, I'm not gonna blend that down too much. I'm going to go in with the Hourglass and Maple because I want this to just be sitting on there, like I said, warming up to the skin, getting stuck. And yes, we're putting down a lot. That's another technique that I like to use. Put down a lot, do all this. People dot it and pull it. Like it's just the, you know, listen, put the concealer on, okay, babe? Because when you put it down, we're gonna pick a lot up. We're not pressing a little tad bit in with our fingers. We want coverage. Like if you don't, then like do that way. But I want it to be covered. And with makeup, in order to have that really flawless, beautiful, long-wearing, skin-like finish, you have to go back and forth. You have to put it down, pick it up, blend it out, put some more, pick that up, blend that out. Like it's a back and forth game. Now I'm going to take this Gucci and I'm just going to concentrate it in my smile lines. I'm going to let this just sit. And I typically would be doing like my brows or something while, you know, this is sitting on the skin, but I did them already. I'm back into doing my brows first. thinking about starting to really carve them out again. I don't know. What you think? Should I? Going in with the hourglass for a little bit of a nose contour. I'm just gonna slap some on straight off the stick. Then I'm gonna blend out just a little bit. Take my Bobbi Brown, because this is my favorite concealer to highlight with. Tiny bit there. A little up the nose, up the forehead. I'm sorry that I don't know how to like show you how to do this without going through all the steps, but I mean, you like spending time with me, right? Okay, so we chilling. Got this in to blend it out. Today I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a foundation stick, and then I'm gonna just like buff this in the skin and out. My daughter said this is my perfect shade. What you think? I just love the way cream products sit on the skin, don't you? Now I'm going to take a little tiny bit of cream bronzer by Refi, and it is well loved. A little bit on the cheek. Now let's take our liquid contour. This one is by Tarte in Rich Bronze. I've been obsessed. I feel like this little tiny thing is gonna last me for a long time. Just do a little sweep, whatever's on this brush for the gel area. Okay, now let's start patting in that under eye. And this is another thing too. You don't wanna like work fast with this. You wanna work precise. So just take your time and pat it in. You don't want to swipe. You don't want it to move. You want it to stay right where you placed it. I'm gonna show you another trick too. Just keep watching. Okay, so before blending out any further, do a mid set. I'm using the Tier setting spray. I'm gonna take my warm, damp beauty sponge and start just tapping that in. As you can see, it's becoming one with my skin. I just learned they nicknamed this brush Cat's Paw. So cute, right? Take a little bit of Hourglass. This is a brightening concealer. This is going to help like chisel out that nose and just brighten this inner corner a little bit further and reinforce the longevity of the concealer. And we're not taking it all the way underneath the eye, so we're not putting too much product underneath the eye. We're keeping this right in the corner. Going back to just pressing the concealer in with the damp sponge. And this is what I mean when I say put a lot down and then pick it up. So that is pretty much one with the skin. I can move on to blush. And we put down all of the cream products and the liquid products before any powder. Can you see why I am obsessed? The key to makeup, long-lasting makeup, beautiful makeup, flawless makeup is blended. Going in with the powder now quickly to set. Blush, we're going to use the Coco Girls blush palette. If you know, you know. You can find this on my site. Grabbing this beautiful pink that is absolutely adorable. Like, it's so pretty. Stop. So this is another trick so that your eye doesn't have too many creases up underneath here. Take some of the bronzer and work it like close to the lash line. Like, use that concealer that you put down right there. Don't leave that bare. Use that as a base to hold like your eyeshadow. And if you're not doing eyeshadow, just use bronzer. Like putting bronzer on your lower lash line and in your crease. That's an eyeshadow look right there, boo. That lower lash line and like right up underneath, like work it, like make sure to smudge it through the lashes and go down a little bit. So that way it's like eye makeup right there and not concealer. So you don't have to worry about a creasing right there. I like really work it too. Make it all uniform. Put a little bit of bronzer in your crease. I'm doing an eye makeup look for TikTok, so I'm about to do a little bit more underneath the eye with some more powder and stuff. But if you're not doing eye makeup like me, go less hard with the bronzer underneath there. But yeah, that's also a little technique that you can use to keep it from creasing. And you can also just avoid going up that high with your concealer too. So this is it, boo. Let me zoom you in so you can see the under eye. As you can see, it's absolutely flawless. Even this part right here where I accidentally got a little mascara on, but yeah, smooth, cake free, locked in. And the best part is that it is going to be crease proof. It's very much so next to the skin, and we've got that pliable base so that if something starts to mess up, we can fix it. Now, I promised you at the end I was going to show you a little something. Now, if for some reason you need unreasonably long makeup that's going to last you, where you gotta go in and fix it and it's got to be pliable and all of the things, you can get something like this. This is the Real Techniques little to-go compact sponge thingy, and I love this because one side has like a sponge and the other side has a powder puff. So you can either like put like a little bit of powder in here, a little bit of loose powder, and you'll be able to like pat out, or you can sort of just like put some on your powder puff already, just like rub it in there and then just place it back in the container. And you pop this with you, you take it with you, put it in your purse. And this is the part that really matters, because the Charlotte Tilbury, they sell them in these little tiny ones like this that you could pop in your purse. You can take a little bit out like this and like dot underneath the eye, right? And then take your sponge, pat it out, and then set with the powder on the other side. This compact is so amazing to have in your purse if you need to, if you are a person who needs to fix your makeup, especially your under eye, because it has the dual sides, the sponge so that you could blend, and then the powder so that you could set. I wish that I could tell you that you could just pop this in your purse and like just pat it out with your finger, but unfortunately, I mean, that will work with this product. I've done it, but it will separate again, it will crease again, and you do need powder to set. That's why I love this, because it's literally everything I need. Even if I have to use the compact and do a little something, Real Techniques, you know they got all the complexion products, okay? Don't play. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to join my free VIP beauty community. It's all about beauty, makeup, skincare, and fashion, and it will be me, KiKi Carr, in your DM, keeping you abreast on what's tea with your makeup, with your hair, with your clothes, with your fragrance, baby, your body care, everything. Because it is my job to keep you looking good. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. In the meantime, click like, click share, click subscribe, duh, and I'll be sure to see you on the next one. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair